This is CNN, the Cat News Network, and we actually have two N's, unlike another station that has a C and an M with a tail.
Welcome back to the Truth Factory. I want to talk more about our old pal Donna Brazile, who I almost want to like at this point, but I'm still on the fence about after reading her book, which I found to be full of what I feel are only half-truths mixed with a few interesting credible points. The problem here is that Donna Brazile is continuing to skirt around important issues by claiming ignorance about things that she clearly knows more about than she's claiming. For example, this question about the Russian dossier.
There are a lot of questions about this Russian dossier, and there evidence that has come out that the DNC helped fund it. Did you know that was happening, and were you surprised to hear it if you didn't?
I asked one question on November 4th, and I was told that I did not need to know, and so no, I did not know.
I think Donna Brazile is pulling a Kevin Spacey here, ambiguously admitting to some things while deflecting with victimhood. Kind of like, yeah, Hillary Clinton rigged the election, maybe she killed Seth Rich, and yeah, I was there, but I don't know anything about the dossier or the dozens of other crimes the DNC committed. Like, okay, I'm sure Donna Brazile is more than completely aware of most of the shady things the DNC has done and was probably actively involved in some, if not most of it. The walls are slowly closing in on them, and I think Donna's starting to feel that pressure. Next, she'll probably say she's gay because the left-wing media seems to think somehow that deletes criminal activity and makes you a hero. More than anything here, I want Hillary Clinton taken down. And if Donna Brazile, as snaky as I think she is, can do that, then great. Fantastic. I'll allow it. And I know that Donna Brazile could potentially be the one to take Hillary Clinton down, but for that to happen, she needs to cut all the bullshit lies and start being 100% honest. And just some examples of Donna Brazile's bullshit are, well, she gave Hillary Clinton her questions before the debates, which she initially denied before she was forced to admit it. Also, according to Seth Rich's former private investigator Rod Wheeler, Donna Brazile was the one who allegedly called the police and the family of Seth Rich and demanded to know why a private investigator was snooping into Rich's death. This made Wheeler believe that Donna was a person of interest in Seth Rich's murder. And if that's not enough, her book is called Hacks, not Leaks, and in her book she continues to push the Russian narrative hard, although she knows as well as all of us that it was a leak, not a hack. From metadata analysis, we know that due to the transfer speed and the time zone where this data was taken, it was leaked from the DNC, not hacked by the Russians. But there are multiple times in her book where she just randomly mentions the Russians and tries to tie them into whatever she can, including Seth Rich's murder. Here's an actual quote from her audiobook.
That I felt some responsibility for Seth Rich's death. I didn't bring him into the DNC, but I helped keep him there working on voting rights. With all I knew now about the Russians hacking, I could not help but wonder if they had played some part in his unsolved murder. The FBI said that they did not see any Russian fingerprints there, but they promised to look into the case.
Now this set off my bullshit meter hard, because first of all, if Seth Rich was really a low-level staffer that had nothing to do with the leak and actually died in a botched robbery, then why would she say that? And also, how the hell would the FBI be able to determine if they were Russian fingerprints? How do Russian fingerprints look any different than any other fingerprint? Do they have tiny little hammers and sickles? Do they have little tiny Putins dancing on them? Like, really? Russian frickin' fingerprints? What does that even mean? Then Brazile goes on to say that in a phone call she had with Clinton, she asked her to use some of her millions of dollars the campaign has in order to set up a reward fund to find who murdered Seth Rich. To that, Clinton allegedly replied she really had to go. I mean, it is pretty weird that even Martin Scorelli, the person who's sitting in jail right now for trolling Hillary Clinton, was willing to put up cash to solve the murder of Seth Rich, but not Clinton herself, who only used his death to push her anti-gun narrative. Donna Brazile also said this.
They don't know what it was like to be over at the DNC during this hacking. They don't know what it's like to bury a child. I did, Seth Rich. They don't know what it's like to protect the staff from further harassment.
They don't know what it's like to bury a child. I did, Seth Rich. What does she mean by this? Was Wheeler right to think that she was a person of interest in Seth Rich's murder? Or is she just completely afraid for her own life because she knows the truth? The good news is I think Donna Brazile is a nut that's easy to crack. Do you get it? Brazil nut? No, never mind. Put a little bit of pressure on her and I think she's going to spill everything. Donna has come out to say that she feels haunted by the death of Seth Rich and was afraid for her own life, which again indicates that she knows Seth Rich did not actually die in a botched robbery and she knows exactly what happened to him. And if I were Donna, I'd be afraid for my life too. Just look at Hillary Clinton's kill list. You have a better chance of surviving certain cancers than you do being Hillary Clinton's bodyguard. But I think that Donna Brazile's motives here are mostly self-serving. She wants to sell her books and she's created enough controversy to do that. She also knows that Tom Fitton and the Judicial Watch have put through FOIA requests for all the police and records regarding Seth Rich's murder, so it's only a matter of time until the truth surfaces. And when it does, I bet she wants to be on their side or to get a plea bargain, which is a smart move, and she's also done something important here, which is going public with her knowledge of Clinton corruption. That way, if she dies suddenly, it's a clear sign of Hillary's guilt. And I'd love to see what Julian Assange's response to her book is, and I'd also love to know what you guys think. Do you think that Donna Brazile is actually a hero who wants to take down Hillary Clinton, or do you think she's untrustworthy and only looking out for her self-interests? Or is it maybe a combination of both? Donna Brazile is also apparently going to be on Tucker Carlson tomorrow night, so that should be interesting. That's the show for tonight. Links to everything, to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my VidMe in the description. Thank you guys for all your support. Love you all. I always look forward to reading the comments section. I just think I have the best subscribers. Have a great night, guys. Meow.